I hope that comes with the house. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Real Estate Riches. Geoff Kudlacz, AKA Jeffrey Dollars, and guess what? We just bought another house, baby. And this one is actually a little bit of a unique story because we had a tired landlord give us a call. He's been in the landlord business for dozens and dozens of years, and he said, hey, I just want out of it. The house is a wreck. I've had tenants in it over the years, and all they've done is just trash the place. So we were able to give the homeowner, the tired landlord, a fair cash offer, and now we have it under contract. And so we're gonna go inside and take a first look at everything and see what we're dealing with. But first, let's take a look at the outside and see what kind of work needs to be done. All right, so first thing that pops out to me on the house is one of the challenges that we're gonna have to overcome is that it is very close to a busy street. So we are about a block away from a major street, which can be a good thing, but it can also deter a lot of buyers.
The benefits of being next to a busy street are that it's close to all the amenities, close to shopping and highway and everything, and the drawbacks are that you're close to a busy street. You have to compensate for it, like with a privacy fence, or just add some other amenities in the house to make it pop.
So first impression of the actual house itself is that on the outside, we're gonna need to put a brand new roof on it. Why? Because if we don't, homeowners who are gonna buy the house eventually are not gonna be able to, or they're gonna have a hard time getting insurance on the house.
More often than not, recently, we've had to build in new roof replacements to the budget because homeowners are not able to get insurance as easily as they were, say, 5 years ago.
Chairs gotta go, AstroTurf, this is all gonna go. Got a little spit can right there. This house is very tired and it shows. And so what we're gonna do is refresh the entire thing, make it look brand spanking new, and it's really gonna look great. It's gonna be the best looking house in the neighborhood, I promise you. Oh, it stinks in here. Well, they definitely had dogs. So tenant just moved out. I guess this is what they're leaving behind. This whole place is gonna need a big scrub down. So living room's in pretty bad shape. I don't think we can save anything in here. Let's go here. Here's the kitchen. Kitchen's not terrible. It's not the worst kitchen I've ever seen, but I think functionality-wise it can work. Washer and dryer, hot water heater, furnace back over here. Little pantry in here. Oh, it stinks in here. There's flies, there's trash. Gonna have to replace that. Might be able to keep that, but we'll see. All right, let's check out the rest of the house. So this is it's a 3-bed, 1-bath, a little under 1,000 square feet. It's sitting on a slab, which means there's no basement. It's just a poured concrete pad. So bedroom number 1 right here. It's really dark in this house. We need to add a ton more lighting in here. Looks like they were a Star Wars fan. I wonder if we can save this. I don't know.
So walking through the house, there's hunting gear, there's Star Wars figures, there's BB guns, different type of weapons. It was clearly like a bachelor pad type feeling to where I'm not entirely confident a female lived here.
There is hardwood in the closet right here, so that's a good sign. I don't know exactly what's underneath all of the carpet, but we'll find that out once we rip everything up.
So a little pro tip, if you're walking through a house and you see exposed hardwood in the closet, but there's carpet in the bedroom, there's a very high likelihood that they didn't just hardwood the closet. The entire room, if not the entire floor space of the house is going to have hardwood.
Bathroom, pretty rough shape. Vanity's broke. All new toilet, or tub, and toilet. This is all it's in pretty rough shape. Next bedroom in here. It's got some sort of fake vinyl planking in here. I'm not sure what that is, but definitely not something we can keep. All in all, I mean, it's not It's not the worst house I've ever been in, but it definitely needs some love. So this is bedroom number 2. And then bedroom number 3 is over here. One of the things that pops out to me, again, about this house is that it doesn't have a lot of square footage and the rooms are a little bit smaller, so that is another challenge that we're gonna have to overcome. And one of the ways that we do that is that we virtually stage for the photos online instead of actually physically staging it, because photos are what get people in the door for a first impression.
So you don't actually physically stage the house with real furniture. You virtually stage it in pictures because that's what creates an emotional response from buyers when they're looking at the house online and they set up tours and everything. Virtually staging gives us an advantage because it shows the homeowner exactly how furniture could be arranged, but when they're taking their tour and they're walking through the house, they're not having to navigate the furniture. So it makes the house feel smaller if furniture was in there. But virtually staging it allows you to kind of see the house for what it could be.
Hey, Franklin, I'm at Street. Yeah,
Okay.
the new, it's a new house, so it may come with a boat. You wanna come take a look at it? And if it comes with the house, maybe we can do a trade.
Yeah, sure.
See?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll let you know then.
So we bought the house sight unseen and pull up, first look, there's a boat there. And I'm thinking, I hope this boat comes with it because the boat's gotta be worth, at least $20,000, $30,000. And so what I'm thinking is that how can I create some value here, and I'll just either trade it to my contractor in exchange for the renovation work, and then that way I don't have to spend any money, and the boat came with the house. So I'll call up Franklin, see if he wants the boat. I mean, he does. And so now we just got to figure out whether or not the house comes with it.
All right, guys, so that is the house. That's the entire house. Like I said, it's on a slab. There's no basement, so we can't explore any more of the house. There is a detached garage and a backyard, which we'll get to in a second, but it's not a very high price point area or neighborhood for this house. So we picked it up for $118,000. And the maximum value that we're gonna get out of this house after renovation is around $225,000. So we are not gonna add the higher end finishes that we normally would in a different house in this specific property. So first thing in here for the living room is that we have to get rid of this incredibly awful smell. The dog smell is overwhelming. All this flooring has got to be ripped up and replaced with brand new. And we might actually have to replace some of the subfloor. We just don't know until we tear everything up. Another thing that has got to go is this old outdated wallpaper. That's all gonna be ripped off. We're gonna skim coat everything, add a fresh coat of paint, and it's got one working light bulb right here in this entire living room. So what we're gonna do to add value for the least amount possible is add recessed lighting, can lighting. It'll be bright, it'll be white, it'll be very inviting, and it'll be something that homeowners really want. So that's all we're gonna do in here, in the living room. So now we're gonna check out the kitchen and see what we can do in there. I always go back to the concept of how can we add the most value for the least amount of money possible. And so the first thing that jumps out to me here is that these cabinets, they're in relatively good shape. Yes, they're a little bit older, but for the price point of this neighborhood, this area, these cabinets are gonna do fine. So what we're gonna do is just paint them. We're gonna add some updated hardware, and we're going to save a ton of money. Now, these countertops are, again, they're outdated, but I think they are going to be able to be salvaged, and we can just resurface them and add a fresh coat of finish to them. We're not gonna do our normal subway tile backsplash in here because I think once we paint everything, we could even paint this tile back here and make it look brand new. We're gonna use paint as much as possible in this renovation. This is what we call a paint and carpet renovation.
A paint and carpet renovation is a very minimal renovation to where you're doing a new paint job, new carpet, and really that's it. You're not addressing the upgrades for the bathroom or the kitchen. It's just strictly paint and carpet.
We might have to replace some of the subfloor, and we're gonna add brand new planking in here. That is actually something that we need to spend money on, but the cabinets, again, they're in pretty good shape, and we've got a washer and dryer area over here that we'll just kind of clean up, add some new closet doors, get rid of all the wallpaper, and add the fresh coat of paint, new lighting, new fixtures, and just make it very inviting. So we are gonna have to replace all the appliances in here, possibly not the oven, but we're definitely not replacing the fridge in here.
I stopped putting refrigerators in our renovations a few years ago because, come to find out, a refrigerator is something buyers are very picky about. They like different colors. They like the French doors or the pull-out drawer. They like, you know, top freezer. It just, their preferences when it comes to refrigerators is very wide. And if they're going to change the fridge out no matter what, I'm just not going to include it in our appliance package because it's going to be a waste of money for me. And that way the homeowner can just do what they're going to do anyways, which is switch it out.
The ceiling is peeling, so all of this is gonna have to be scraped and painted. Brand new ceiling plus texture paint, because I don't know what's going on above us, but that's gonna require some additional investigation. This is actually a higher end furnace. So this is one of the kind of upgraded features that came with the house, so to speak. Hot water heater is gonna have to be replaced. This hot water heater is from 1988. So even if it works, we're gonna replace it because it's almost 30 years old. Did I do that math right? 40 years old. All right, so now the only bathroom in the house, and again, this is one of the places that the homeowners spend the most amount of time, especially in this house, because this is the only bathroom, so everybody is gonna be using this. And so this is where we also have to spend a large portion of the renovation. So in here, the first thing that really pops out to me is that nothing can be saved. It looks like all of these vanity doors are broke. We might be able to save this sink, but the toilet's gotta go. We need a brand new coat of paint. There's actually no trim here, and it looks like somebody tried to patch this drywall right here. So all of this is gonna have to be cleaned up. The tub and the shower surround, it just looks old and dingy and just really tired. And even though this is not a higher price point house, we still have to spend the money to make it look nice. Because this is the only bathroom, we have to make a good first impression for buyers. Now in the bedrooms, since they are small, the size is not something that we can overcome. We'll keep this theme of having this barn door in here for the closet. That way you don't have to swing open a closet door. You can still access what you need to in the closet without actually having to open the door. All of the carpet is gonna be ripped up, brand new coat of paint, make it really bright and white in here, and we'll add some new fixtures and just make it feel better than what it actually is. So this has to be the master simply because it's the biggest room in the house, and it's got some sort of crappy vinyl planking that they actually put over the hardwood floors. I don't know if you can see it. Once we demo everything, we'll be able to get the new hardwood floors and refinish all of that. So again, we're just gonna make this area seem a lot bigger and better than what it actually is to buyers. Third and final bedroom in here, again, kind of the same theme of controlling what we can control in the renovation, making it bright white and seem a lot bigger than what it is, adding value for the least amount of money possible. So this is something kind of funky. So the bathroom is on the other side of here, and this is the water supply line. This is how you access the hot and cold water shutoff valves right here, actually in somebody's closet.
It's just one of those quirks of the house that we see a lot, typically in houses that are of this time period. What we're gonna have to figure out is how to enclose it because we're not going to touch the shower. It's just gonna be a paint and carpet renovation.
Oh, hi. I shouldn't have turned that on.
Because everything now, the entire room smells like burnt dog hair.
All right, last part of the house that really needs the scope of work determined is the backyard. And as you can see, there's a whole bunch of junk back here. There's a little patio, and then we have the detached garage behind me. New roof on the detached garage, kind of going with the same theme of the house. But all we need to do is just really clean it up. One of the things that, again, we spoke to in the beginning of the video is that we've got the busy street in front of me that we're gonna have to overcome. So what we have to do is compensate for that in the backyard and make it really a livable, entertaining space that people can have guests over, family, friends, whatnot, and spend a lot of time out here. All right, guys, so that is the entire house, and this renovation is gonna take about 4 weeks because it's not in depth as compared to other projects that we've done in the past. So we've got a 4-week timeline to get it renovated and get it on the market as quickly as possible. So once we actually develop the budget, the renovation budget itself, we'll be able to put hard numbers against our timeline and see exactly what kind of profit we're looking at. So I've got another house to look at and walk through, so that's it for today.
Jeffrey?
Franklin.
Yes.
Hey, no bueno. They're taking the boat with them.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
No, man. Nah, it's okay. Yes, I know.
Yeah.
It's real nice bus, man.
I know, yeah, I'm standing right next to it. But yeah, they're gonna be taking it with them.
Okay, that's fine. I understand.